Hi, Aries. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for January 2025. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in January and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there, so you might want to check that out. This recording is for Aries Sun, Aries Rising, and Aries Moon. I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck in this reading. All that being said, Aries, now onto your January 2025 Psychic Tarot reading. And the first card you have, Aries, is the Four of Cups. And this is ruminating, going within, overanalyzing, pulling at straws, worrying about the past. This could also indicate a blessing coming to you out of the blue, unexpectedly, but you have to not be going inward too much or you could miss it. You're scrutinizing a lot of things. You could be scrutinizing your own life, your work, your relationships. You could also be scrutinizing a lot of things that you may feel like areas where you need to make changes. It's like you're in a big think tank session. This is a big thinking month for Aries. You really seem to be concerned about wanting to see improvements. So some of what you're thinking about is what would make your life better. Maybe you're having issues with weight or health or your living situation. It could be finances, work, business, could be a love relationship. But whatever you are looking at or pondering and thinking about this month, it's like how to make things better, how to make things easier, how your life could take a turn for the better and have improvements. Some of you are going to seek advice from professionals. Now, this could be like doctors, lawyers, naturopaths. It could also be accountants, financial advisors, could even be astrologers, psychics. I mean, seeking advice from people that work in a professional capacity. Some of you will be seeking out their advice, and very likely you'll have to pay for it. You may be thinking, Aries, like maybe you put all your eggs in one basket and you feel like you shouldn't have. That could be in a living situation, a living arrangement, like where you're living or who's living with you. It could also be in a business sense or in an education and training sense, or maybe in some kind of health, what do you call it? Like some kind of treatment program. Maybe you're like, you know what, or medication. You may feel like I put all my eggs in this one basket and maybe I shouldn't have. So you may be trying to, get out of that kind of like pigeonholed situation in whatever area of life it is for you. And keep in mind, it's a general reading here, Aries. So everybody, that's going to be a different area for all of you. So you have to think about, where have you put all your eggs in one basket? Where have you pigeonholed yourself into something, backed yourself into a corner, relying on one particular area or thing or service or product or person? You need to examine that, because you're going to want to, for lack of a better word, diversify from that situation, become more diverse. Not all in one way. Maybe you feel like you want to have more than one place to live. Maybe you're afraid, like, well, maybe I should have an apartment over here And on the side, I mean, if you could afford it, most people can't today in this climate of the, inflation. But you may feel like, well, I have this house here, but if some disaster happens, where am I going to go? So you may want to have like a safety net somewhere. Some of you may be thinking about that. So the next card in your reading is Eight of Cups, and this is turning away from what's not working for you anymore, emotionally speaking. And you have the stick of power and control in your hand. And even though this journey is unknown, you're willing to take it. So this could be leaving a relationship, a job, a living situation. Some of you, it's an activity or a way of living or that you just can't do anymore. You're like, I can't do this anymore. Could be a business you own. Could be a place that you live. Could be certain medical treatments or medication you're taking, or a love relationship, something you feel like you just can't do it anymore. And again, I get seeking advice from professionals or seeking advice from people because you want to know what your options are. Some of you may feel like you need to get out of the rut that you're in. Maybe your life has become too stuck, too staid, too routine, too predictable, not enough change, too much inaction, too much inactivity. And you may feel like maybe you don't even see you're in a rut, but when you hear this message, you may see like, hey, really, I am in a rut. But again, it could be a particular area of your life you're in a rut. Doesn't mean your whole life's in a rut. And I get putting out vibes and feelers out there. So if you're looking to meet someone new, you may go on a dating site. You may start joining meetup groups. You may start going to different clubs, groups, or organizations to meet somebody. If the situation that you want to get out of is like being overweight, maybe you want to start consulting somebody that can help like with diet and nutrition. They could be online, they could be in person, anything like that. Like again, like seeking advice from professionals and putting feelers out there. Maybe you want a new job. Well, you could be putting out resumes, seeing what else is out there. That kind of activity, getting advice from professionals, putting feelers out there. It's and wanting to get out of some kind of rut that some area of your life has been in a rut. Some of you at work, you may ask for special permission to do something. It could be a leave of absence. It could be an unexpected vacation. It could be extending a leave of absence or extending a vacation, or special permission for something else. Like maybe you need a comfort dog. That's what my son calls him. We laugh about Max. We say, they'll say, oh, Max is my comfort dog, but he's totally not a comfort dog. He's an anxiety producing hyper dog. Even though you hear him snoring, and he is an Aries, by the way, born on April 4th. But you may ask for special permission. Can I bring my dog to work? Or can, I don't know, something. Asking for special permission at your job to do something that would actually be relieving stress or bringing you comfort in some form or another. So the next card in your reading, Aries, is the Four of Rods. And this is a card that can symbolize getting married, attending a wedding, throwing a wedding for somebody else. It could also be success coming to you in springtime. It could also indicate attending a party, a gathering, or some kind of celebration. Some of you are contacting somebody because you want to have some kind of big event. It could be a wedding. You could be helping somebody else plan a wedding. Or it could be a big event. Maybe your boss is putting you up to it. Like, okay, Aries, you're going to handle all the details of this big event that we need to have. So then you're in charge of contacting caterers, or any other special things, florists, people that make balloons, caterers, people, DJs, anybody that deals with music. Like, you may be the one that now has to help with the arrangements, or making all the arrangements yourself. You could be getting married. You could be doing this for some other type of event. Some of you that are single may really be, and I get that energy of putting feelers out there or putting yourself out there in some way, because maybe you want to get married or have a serious love relationship. Okay, maybe you don't want the paper of the contract of marriage, but maybe you want a relationship that's like a marriage or a seriously committed relationship. So you could be like, I don't like to say on the hunt, but you may feel like, okay, well, I'm going to take steps to see if you can make something like that happen for yourself. Some of you are attending a party, a gathering, or a celebration. And honestly, I know it's going to sound wacky, but I have heard that people have done this. Some of you may be invited to a divorce party. You may have a friend or relative, could even be you. If you're getting divorced, you could be having a party, or you could be attending somebody else's party for that. You could be very conscientious now to show your positive side of yourself and be wanting to put your best foot forward, Aries. And this could be happening to meet somebody new in love. It could be at your job. It could be to get a new job. Maybe you have your own business. You need to attract more business to you. So you may be trying to be very conscientious about how you look, how you present yourself, how you present your products, your services, or whatever. So you could be concerned about how you appear to others and being conscientious about anything that would be connected to that. You could be finalizing details about something too, a party, a gathering, or a celebration, a wedding. Like, you could be doing some kind of finalizing of plans in January. Doesn't necessarily mean the event happens in January. You could be planning it or working on it, comes up here. So before I go on to cards number 4 and 5, Aries, I just want to say here, if you would like to get my new psychic crystal readings for the new year of 2025 for each sign of the zodiac, that link is down below in the description box in the show more section, and it is on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. These videos are on Vimeo. They're $4.40 each zodiac sign. That's a bargain, really. I see some people charging like $30 for their readings on Vimeo that are readings. I don't charge anything like that. Also, you may want to get your psychic crystal reading for this particular month of January 2025. It's a continuation or an expansion of the psychic tarot readings that I do every month on YouTube and Rumble. So if you want to see what else my guides have to say for you beyond these 5 cards, you may want to listen to your psychic crystal reading for January. Also, don't forget, if you haven't gotten them yet, the most popular video series I make on my Vimeo on-demand videos is the New Year 2025 10-card Celtic Cross Psychic Tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac. It's chocked full of predictions. They're 40 minutes long. That's loaded with predictions. And if you do get these videos, if you can get more than one sign, I recommend getting your sun sign and your rising sign. But if your moon sign, or if you're born on the cusp of your sign and your cusp sign resonates with you on YouTube or Rumble, then that's the sign you should get. So I really hope these videos will help you as you travel through the new year of 2025. And I wish you the happiest and healthiest and luckiest of new year in 2025. So now on to card number 4. And here, Aries, you have the Magician. So this is a card of the manifester. What you think about, you bring about. What's in the ethers and in the spiritual plane, you can manifest into physical reality, and you have all the tools in front of you with which to do so. This card sometimes can mean trickster energy. Somebody could be being false or a trickster. I get it again about like putting out a new resume. Some of you may be redoing your resume and sending out a new version of your resume. I don't know what they mean by this. They're saying like you could open up a new line of credit. So I don't know whether this is at a particular store or if it's a credit card, but I hear opening a new line of credit. You could be doing some kind of skills. My guides are saying to sharpen your focus. Now, this could be your eyes. Maybe you're trying to improve your eyesight. You know, I have heard, whether it's true or not, I cannot say because I don't know them personally. But I have watched videos and read books and heard claims of people that have been able to reverse their eyesight problems through manifesting and some exercises. So it could be about, you could be delving into information and learning about how to sharpen your eye focus, but it could also be mind focus. It could also be like psychic focus on your third eye chakra. So you may be looking into this, and I feel like if you are, you're doing it through probably videos on YouTube or Rumble. If you own your own business, and maybe you could do it if you worked at another company for the business or company you work for, you may be starting to offer clients and customers and prospective purchasers of whatever it is you're selling things that are like vastly different, like apples and oranges. So you could be adding new things to your repertoire of what you sell. Again, like I said, whether you work for somebody else or it's for your own company and your own business. If you have any eye problems, eyes are coming up here again, you may want to consult an eye doctor. You may need some kind of surgery. You might need cataract surgery or LASIK surgery or some other type of surgery. But listen to what I said earlier with this card. You may be able to change your eyesight. I highly recommend the book You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. She cured herself of cancer, and the doctors couldn't explain it. And I've heard of other cases like that. So you may want to look into that book, You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay, and any other books or instructions that give you insight and information how to heal yourself. So the last card in your reading for this month of January 2025, Aries, is likely you. You have the Queen of Rods. This is a fire sign person, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. But it could be, this could be somebody else that you're dealing with that's a fire sign. You're really moving forward with plans and ideas. You're pushing forward in January of 2025 with any agendas that you have set forth for yourself. And you may feel like you need to get a handle on things in your life that have kind of gotten like loosey-goosey or out of control. Maybe it's spending, eating, smoking, drinking, debts, things in your environment that you're like, okay, you've been too lax about it. You haven't been on top of it. You've been too loosey-goosey about it. You're like, kind of like cracking the whip on yourself to get things in order. Strongly, it could be in your environment for many of you, your surroundings, inside your home or outside your home, but your surroundings. For some of you, it's about that. Some of you that are single could be meeting somebody for coffee or tea if you don't drink coffee. Now, this could be a meetup to like try to date, see if this person's, you have any chemistry with them and they're worth dating. But for some of you, it could be meeting up with somebody that could be potentially hiring you for something, or, you could be hiring them to do something. But I see it totally where you're like, okay, want to meet up for coffee? Oh, we'll meet up for coffee. Okay. But this meeting has a purpose. It's not like, I don't feel like this is just a friendship meetup. There is intention behind this meetup. Like I said, you could be hiring them. They may potentially be wanting to hire you. Or for many of you, if you're single, this could be to meet up to see if you have chemistry and if you click with each other and you want to see each other further, is what I feel is the strongest. But, some of you are already coupled and you're not doing that. So you have to listen carefully to these messages. You got to sift through them to make sure what messages are speaking to you in a general reading. Private reading is completely different. I'm talking to you and only you. Some of you are going to want to sell off things that you have. You may start listing things on auction. You may be taking things to in-person auctions, online auctions, or selling things in other ways. I see you doing that with some of your things, like getting that in gear, like starting to be motivated about selling. This could also be if you have your own business or if you have investments like stocks, bonds, land. You may be really key on selling in January. So the best gemstone crystal for you to work with, use, and wear in the month of January 2025, Aries, is smoky quartz. And Capricorn also got smoky quartz for January. So smoky quartz is a good grounding stone. It's a very powerful stone, especially connected to do with money and finance. It helps disperse fears and depression. Smoky quartz also brings emotional calmness and relieves stress and anxiety. It also promotes positive thoughts and actions, brings psychic and physical protection, abundance, prosperity, and good luck. If you feel like your nerves are raw or on edge, this gemstone is going to help calm you down in January. And you really may want to meditate with it on your third eye chakra, your throat chakra, your heart chakra, or sleep with it under your pillow. It's also a gemstone that can kind of bring you back to center, make you feel more grounded and balanced. So it could bring those kind of energies to you, like feeling kind of like more like your old self. If you have not felt like your old self, it could help you feel more like your old self. It's also going to help you slow down any kind of processes that you tend to be going for really on full blast. Like if you're gobbling everything up, I want to eat, or you're constantly watching videos or constantly on your phone or on social media. on and on and on and on. Anything that you're like, what I'm seeing in my head is like Pac-Man or Ms. Pac-Man. Anything that you're doing that about in January, or maybe it's been going on, this is going to help like calm you down from those activities. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos to YouTube. And you know, that one click of like really, really helps this channel. So if you like my videos, please remember to click the like button. And if you would like to get any of this special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, I already talked about the New Year's videos in this video, the psychic crystal readings for the new year of 2025, the psychic tarot readings for the new year of 2025, as well as the psychic crystal readings for the month of January 2025. I've already mentioned them in the video, but there are many other video series links down below you might be interested in. There are 2 video series based on angel readings, the important messages from the Karma Angels and Jasper Crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac, and also the angels, ancestors, and ascended masters psychic oracle card readings for these changing times. You may get a lot out of those videos. Those predictions are still in play and messages are still in play. Also, there are 2 eclipse series down below. We had an eclipse in September and October of 2024. You're still being affected by those eclipses probably till February, and some of you, they may last even longer. So if you haven't checked out the eclipse series, there's psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for each of those eclipses. You may want to check them out. Also, please follow me on my social media pages, the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I'm also at the Lucky Mermaid on X, formerly known as Twitter, and I have a Rumble channel, which is the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Rumble. So you may want to check those out. I also have I write predictions on these social media outlets, also on YouTube community pages as well, where I pull a tarot card or an oracle card of some sort, whatever I'm inspired to do, and then I write this predictions and messages in those readings. So you may want to look at them. Many people find they resonate with them. You may also find they resonate with you as well. There's a donation link down below connected to PayPal. If you feel inclined to donate to this channel, you can just click on that link. And I do truly appreciate all of your kind and generous donations. They help me a lot and they mean a lot. And your purchases of my Vimeo videos do help keep this channel going. This is a small channel. There are channels out there with 200, 300, 400, 500,000 subscribers. By those standpoints, and in the millions, this channel is small. So it's, you know, I'd like to see it grow and expand and reach more people. And with your views and shares and likes, that's what keeps this channel growing and going. So thank you so much for all of that. So I hope you have an absolutely amazing month of January 2025. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.